guys hear about this? Scottie Scheffler, somebody get him out of the kitchen. I don't know what's going on, but this dude has some sort of an injury over the holiday season. And apparently there are shards of broken wine glass in his hand, embedded. And he's taking an apparent 7-week break from playing professional golf. He's withdrawn from the Century, the PGA Tour season opener. And I'm just curious, something like that. Gary, maybe you could speak to this because you're so familiar with hand injuries. Do you think this is recoverable for one of the greatest golfers on the planet? Or is this sort of like the beginning of the end for the Scottie Scheffler era?
No, he's going to be completely fine no matter what, because his mentality's there. He's Scottie Scheffler. So that's cool. But in my head, what I want to know was this like a cheersing so hard that
he just hammered?
Like, dude, I'm Scottie Scheffler. It's Christmas. I just made like 20-something million, 60-something million dollars.
63 in winnings alone. Yeah. That doesn't include sponsorship deals. Look at that Nike hat.
Was it just like, I won at 64 and he's all angry or something weird?
Or was it more like
he's so nice? I don't see him getting angry.
Like wife's moving the turkey and knocked over a little wine glass, and he's like, "Oh, I've got it, honey. Don't worry. You've been taking care of the baby all day and everything." And he goes to grab it and just like ruins the start of his 2025 season.
In my movie theater, I want him celebrating.
He's hammered,
drunk. He's not like accidentally.
Do you guys think it was even more complex than that? Maybe he slipped.
Here we go. He slipped.
You know what I mean? Slipped and fell and.
Now, maybe potentially he's holding the wine glass and
shuffle.
falls and shuffles and then shatters it in his own hand, potentially. Yeah. Again,
I mean, do we know for sure that it is a wine glass? Because
I think so.
The press release just says broken glass. That he was in the kitchen cooking on Christmas Day and it was broken.
You know, the only reliable source I had was a random Instagram page that I don't remember what it's called, but, you know, I just accepted it as fact.
There's a crack pipe.
Maybe it's not wine glass at all. Maybe it's, you know, he punched through a window. He locked himself out. Maybe his like little keypad door entry system lost its 9-volt battery, so he's going to be the hero, so his wife and baby aren't standing out in the cold. So he's going to fist punch his way back in the house. World #1 golfer. Why not? He's got the strength. You've seen it. Get those hips moving. And it ended up disastrous. Who knows? I mean, it really could be anything.
I felt like that was the Goosebumps. Remember Goosebumps where you take your own path of stories?
No.
You led us down a totally different path of story.
I don't know. I know what Goosebumps is. I never read
book.
Goosebumps.
Oh.
I never.
Okay.
It looks like he's going to have to ask his wife for a few favors until he is fully healed.
Oh, boy.
Can't be popping stitches while trying to pop himself, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my God.
This guy Scheffler.
You know what? I didn't consider that aspect of things. But Gizmo, thank you so much for bringing up that potential reality of his injuries.
That would suck.
I thought it was interesting. Justin Thomas just kind of came through my feed as I was prepping for the show, but he talked about he feels like he has everything in him to have a Scottie Scheffler type season in 2025.
I love that, though.
I could see it.
I mean, I know in him as a human it's possible, but that is just such a drastic change from, you know, what we've seen on tour as of late. But I think also as a pro golfer, you have to have that mentality. You've got to be able to think of yourself as like, I could do that. That's nothing. Like, because otherwise, how do you even show up? Like you'd be checking, you know, like the tournament check-in sheet and see Scottie's here and just quit. You know what I mean? Like, I do understand the importance of that mental, you know, preparation, but is it possible?
But for him to say it to the, you know, the media and stuff is pretty ballsy, which is cool. So I think that's what's going to help because, you know, watch your thoughts. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They define your character. And obviously you've done something within the past, you know, current couple months that he's switched to gear there confident wise.
I mean, he did have a much better season this year than he did the previous. So maybe it was just a turning of the tides. Like he's just saying like, listen guys, like I'm coming, like look out, get out of the way. Justin Thomas is back, ready to win some majors again. Ready to, you know, be a large contributor on the Ryder Cup team as we're going to need this year. 2025. We'll get into that.
Watch.
Oh, he's a great time.
I love Justin Thomas.
You put Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth in a group and put it in any form of competition format, and I'm watching every time. 10 out of 10. Other injuries on the list. Viktor Hovland. Did you guys hear about this one?
That sucks.
And Rich, maybe you could speak to this a little bit, but the reports are, and again, these could be totally wrong. He broke his toe on a bed frame.
That is a brutal injury. I think we've
Brutal.
all sustained that.
That's a great picture.
Aaron Rodgers even had the broken toe during COVID, the so-called COVID toe.
You know, that's everybody was stuck at home, stubbing their toes, having a terrible
Right?
time. I mean, look at that, the break on that, though. I mean, that is like,
That's hardcore break.
oh, yeah, that thing's pointing
Chop it
right,
off.
just gone.
Oh.
Me and Viktor Hovland have something in common.
Okay.
We both battled bed frames. The only difference is that I beat mine.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. I had this girl the other night
No.
climbing Mount Pleasure for hours. And when she hit the peak, the bed caved in from under us. I wonder if that's why she hasn't called me back.
Jesus.
Sure was other reasons.
Where's your
Wow.
bed, Gizmo?
Yeah. Wow. Gizmo's leaving me speechless today.
Woof.
I don't even know how to respond to that. But apparently Gizmo does understand the pain of Viktor Hovland. All right, guys, if you were to pick one, now obviously hands, golf, I mean, whatever, but the toe, the pain, I can't even imagine the pain in that. What are you picking? You got to pick one.
We don't have a picture of
Glass in
Scotties.
the hand.
No, they never released a picture of Scottie's.
It was that bad.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, really?
I have no idea.
He doesn't really share anything.
No, Viktor Hovland's posting everything. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, Doc, let me get that x-ray. I'm putting it on Instagram.
It
I
looks
would
like it's
rather
his
that
right
happen.
foot.
All right,
of his-
Josh, you're taking snapped toe over glass in the hand. Gary,
Snap toe.
Rich,
So I'm taking snap toe, but I got a question. If he has a snap toe, can he get a medical exemption and use a cart like John Daly does?
oh, wow. He deserves it.
Who was the
Right?
lefty that was using it?
Lefty using a
Mike
cart?
Weir, was it, that was using a cart back in the day for a little bit?
I don't know.
Okay, well, moving on.
No, listen, I mean, you've got some
He
deep
did.
knowledge here, and I don't want to dismiss it. It's just not something I'm
Well,
aware of.
there was a guy that was, in the cart for a while, and I forgot what his issue was, but, I think he was a lefty, and so, blah, blah. Rich is looking up. I could hear us clicking.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
This happened to my dad once, not on a bed frame though. He got new glasses, and you've worn glasses. You know, when you get new ones, you gotta your eyes gotta adjust to them.
Yeah.
His depth perception was off, and he walked into the wall, and the corner of the wall got him.
No.
Yeah.
How long was he out of golf?
Oh, probably for 20 years.
Easily.
That's a long time.
Easily 20 years out.